or a good Donegal name, with Skerries Town. Wonder will they have changed tactics. We'll have a wee look here now to see what they've done, but they've certainly worked hard in that first half as Doherty just miscontrols that, but as Paulus is going to head this forward. As Doherty gets on again, he's broke well here, there's a wee half chance, and he's looking for the left winger Leonard. He's had a chance to, he's cut inside brilliantly, and he's just put it past the post, just what the doctor ordered from Skerries Town, and credit to him for a very good start to the second half.
It's just like a carbon copy of the first half, Paddy. You know, this young lad Leonard out on the left-hand side, cut inside Scott Warr, lovely, did everything right. He's just waiting to get the ball on target, but just leaned back ever so slightly and the ball went over the goals. But, you know, he really got the Skerries fans down the far side of the shed here, really got them in fine voice in the second half. So great start for them.
Yeah, certainly didn't create too many chances in the first half, so if they're going to create chances like that, they're going to have to be a wee bit more clinical, or at least test the keeper out. But it's good start from Skerries. Give them credit for that, as Harps look to react here now as they build up this right-hand side. It's a ball into the far post from Ferry. Oh, the Ferry just misdone that, and it's Patrick Dixie Ferry with the finish. The defender was very unlucky there. He just lost his footing a wee bit, and the ball just fell perfectly to Patrick Ferry. He just swiveled and just put into net, giving the keeper Woodcock absolutely no chance. So kind of carbon copy the first half where Skerries turned it a wee chance, and then Harps went and took their chance.
Yeah, it's uncanny really how similar it was. You know, Skerries were thinking, you know, listen lads, we can do this. You know, their tails would have been up after creating such a good chance down one end. Harps went up the far side, good cross in the box, difficult one to deal with on a wet night, but Dixie Ferry back into the side tonight after a little injury, swiveled, made no mistake. Harps 3, Skerries 0.
Yeah, so the task has just got much more harder for the away team. But there's no watching the first half for sure. They're not going to give up here at Finn Park as they keep working hard off the balls. BJ Banda heads it on. Dave Rogers sent his subs out for a warm-up already. No doubt he'll look to get a few of them at a game time in the second half as well. And no doubt some of the Skerries Town subs looking to get a wee bit of action here in Finn Park tonight as well. But far from over yet, of course, but definitely a tough task for Skerries Town now. But we have chance again up on the far side here, but Doherty's come back again well to defend. It's been a feature the first half too. In time Skerries Town have got on the ball, they've just been closed down quickly by Finn Harps, and Harps won the ball back. But there's a throw in for Skerries this far side, and it's their right back Mullen's going to get on this again.
Yeah, you know, credit to Harps, Paddy. You know, certainly they've shown Skerries a lot of respect, and you know, they close them down very, very quick, and they've just picked their pockets every time. Scott Ward just opening up here down the left on the Ryan Flood.
Yeah, he's cut inside here. Yeah, there's a chance to have a shot here. Is he going to find BJ here? Well, he's just maybe overdone it when a wee chance to release BJ Banda there. He was just looking to get his left foot shot away. But credit to Skerries, who defended very well there. They gathered numbers. They got 3 and 4 players around the ball, and a good reaction by them after conceding that early goal. And it's a whip ball into the back post, but that's going to go the whole way across here to the far side for a goal kick to Finn Harps.
Yeah, it was great work there by the Skerries defence. You know, Ryan Flood, you know, he's a joy to behold whenever he's in full flight, but he just came across. He was just trying to get that half a yard to get the shot away, but in fairness to the Skerries defence, just kept pushing him across. He couldn't get the shot away, and eventually they lost possession. So good work there by the Skerries defence.
As Woodcock goes onto the midfield again, and it's well won by Young, but it's going to drift out for a throw in here that Doherty's going to take this. And he finds Hutchinson. It goes back to Doherty. Dinks it forward towards Patrick Ferry. Looks like his jersey pulled, but Leonard got a foot in there, but it's broke to Rennie, who finds Scott Wara. Again, build up on his far side. Ryan Flood looks to take on his man. He's going to cut inside here. He lays it back to Rennie this time, who gets around the referee. Scott Wara, patient build up by Harps. The man in the box, so if he gets that cross on with his right foot, and it's well defended. I think it was the number 5 there, Kimmage. Right place, right time. Cleared his lines well as Leonard looks to open up here, and he's definitely been brought down there. So a skillful player, young Leonard, but just really deep in his own half to cause the Harps any bother on their own half.
Yeah, Harps will be content to keep him down this side of the pitch this deep. Harps making use of Ryan Flood out on that right hand side. It's a different proposition for Ryan Flood tonight. He's been playing out in the wide right quite a bit and trying to cut inside, obviously on his left foot. Kind of half tempted to say it's a scary sight, but I don't want to do any puns like that, Paddy.
I'm not going to go there as BJ Banda breaks on his left hand side. He's going to look to unwind here, but it's good pressure by the defender Kimmage, but he's broken into the box, and it's good defending there by Skerries. Young, who's been tenacious in the middle of the field tonight, and has cleared up this line by the right back Mons. And it was Kimmage cover that one as Harps go at it again, and it's a good turn by Ferry. Doherty looked like he clipped him from behind, and the referee agrees with that. Certainly tenacious wee character in the middle of the field there, Daniel Doherty. He's worked hard all night for his team, but there's just certain times where you can't have a bite. You just have to stand up and force the play out.
That's a very, very fully committed player in the middle of the park there. He's certainly got the spirit that's needed for the night, But just give away a free kick here in quite a dangerous area, so Ryan Flood's going to whip this across.
Yeah, no doubt he'll be looking to get one of these bigger men on the end of this, the likes of Scott Ware or Dahi McCallion. He's skipped it in. Good enough idea, but maybe a bit more height as Harps are going to introduce Sean O'Donnell here early in the second half. We're going into the 52nd minute. And it's going to be Patrick Dixie-Ferry, who's just come back from injury, and I suppose good enough decision by Dave Rogers. He's got a good 50-odd minutes under his belt, and he's done well. He took his goal very well, started the second half, and no doubt he'll be happy enough with his night's work.
Oh, for sure. I'm sure Dixie's delighted to get it back on the score sheet there. It's the second goal since coming back to the club. I'm sure Dave's delighted as well to be able to take him off, this early in the match. Sean O'Donnell, a little point to prove maybe. He missed a couple of chances in the last game there. He's had a really, really good season, but I'm sure he's just chomping at the bit to get on the end of something tonight. Yeah,
O'Donnell's certainly getting the right places for these chances, but maybe just looking to go a step further tonight and stick them away, which is the name of the game. As another throw on his far side as that long throw specialist Tony McNamee. He's going to launch this one into the box where you have BJ Banda and Scott Ware. Plenty of height, plenty of strength in the box, but he's gone back here to the experienced Ryan Rainey. He's going to whip this into the back post. He just overcooked it as it's gone into the stand. So, a chance for Sean O'Donnell. As you said, no doubt he'll be looking to make a point here. He's started on this left-hand side here. We know he's tricky. We know he's spooty. He won't give up on anything, but I'm sure Dave Rogers is looking for maybe just that finish to come here tonight as well.
I just see an indication of the wind there, Paddy, that Ryan Rainey trying to get it to the back post, but it's the wind has really got up and it's a factor. They're just going to have to just play, with that in mind now, because you can overplay the ball very easily on a night like this.
Yeah, so it's a 50-50 and Max has come in and won the ball well. That's a great ball by Doherty. Sean O'Donnell's first opportunity to get the fullback here, but he's done very well. It's actually Kimmage covering well back, the right winger. It's a good ball up to McKenna, who shows a lovely turn in the middle of the field. And he spread that ball out to Leonard. This is a super move by the away team as Leonard looks for a bit of support. Can he fight the ball through? Oh, it was great football by Skerries Town. Credit to them. They show why they're here in this round of the FA Cup. There's certainly some good footballers out there. And Sean O'Donnell is in this time. Keeper's delayed. He's given the opportunity to O'Donnell. And we talked about just showing up even more clinical. I felt the keeper could have come there, Rory. He just kind of hesitated. And that just gave O'Donnell the chance to go and put it away for 4-0. So,
once again, Paddy, Skerries had a fantastic move up there. Anytime they commit men forward, Harps have just picked them off. That's 3 times tonight. Sean O'Donnell, I'm sure he wasn't happy to be left off the starting 11 tonight there. First chance he got, well, actually, it was up the left-hand side there, a dangerous run about 5 minutes earlier, but straight through the middle this time. Took the ball across in front of the defender, so the defender couldn't commit himself. A little bit of a scuff finish, but as you know, Paddy, as a striker yourself, most of the time those ones go in. Brilliant from Sean O'Donnell.
Yeah, just it was a good through ball. Do you know what? It was actually moved the night from Skerries. A super football up through the pitch, and just couldn't get that final shot away. And before you knew, the ball's up this far side of the pitch, and O'Donnell got through, showing his speed, showing his tenacity. And I just thought the keeper gave maybe an opportunity to just pick a spot. And as you said, it wasn't the best finish, but at the end of the day, it's in the back of the net, and that's all that counts as a striker. So 4-0 here as the referee steps in here. It's a yellow card here. Yeah, so the ref's calling over a couple of players here, just so it's the right winger, Kimmage, and he's a yellow card out here for Stephen Doherty, is it? Yeah, he's given Stephen Doherty and to James Kimmage, is it? So both players, it might be 4-0, but both teams not lying down here as you'd expect in a cup match, and of course, Skerries Town here now will be looking not to concede any more, Rory, and maybe try and get one themselves as they're we've passed the 55th minute mark.
They're certainly, their head certainly hasn't dropped here, and in fairness to them, it's just it's an indicator of the gulf and quality between a Leinster Senior League side and a League of Ireland side. Just they got picked off 3 times in a row there from their own attack, so it's harsh lessons.
Yeah, it's a good move here by Harps into the Skerries half. Good football is end up on the far side here. Ryan Flood, he skipped into Scott Warren, but it's just a wee bit too far. It's cleared, but it's going to go as far as Doherty goes back to Mackinson here. And Harps look to build up again. So another break here for Skerries, and it's good play by McKenna. His flag's gone up though, so James Kimmage thought he was one-on-one with the keeper there, but in fairness, he looked like he was just ahead of the play there, so Harps held their line well.
Yeah, he just went a little bit early. It was great work again in there from their number 9. He just released it, but his teammate just went just a wee bit too early. Kimmage, linesman's flag just went up straight away.
Yeah, but it was a decent move by Skerries, and we said they're definitely not going to give up here. This is a big night for them, a big night for supporters, big night for the club, and they've certainly applied them well so far. As Hutchison goes out to the far side to Ryan Flood again, and cuts inside. He's got a ping one this time, and it's just, to be fair to the keeper, Rory just bounced just before him, and that can be very awkward to get down and get to that. So I can see a couple of subs getting ready on the bench here as well, but Ryan Flood getting his second goal tonight, and that left foot of his again, a very dangerous weapon.
Yeah, listen, I'm sure, the tactics tonight have been for Ryan Flood to be playing out on the right-hand side, Paddy, and it was always to cut inside to make use of that left foot. That was just really, the goalkeeper again, he got across, but just the speed of the ball, it was past him before he knew it, skating off the wet grass. Fantastic strike again by Ryan Flood. He's on a hat-trick here now tonight, as both benches are making a couple of subs here.
It's going to be Josh Mullen here. Is going to replace Emmett Mullet, number 2. No relation as far as I can see here. And Stephen Doherty will be replaced by number 18 here, Ehlers Farrer. And number... So Aaron McLaughlin, young 18-year-old, a 17-year-old I should say, is going to replace the goal scorer there, Ryan Flood, who gets a big applause here from the home team, rightly so, after a great finish and a decent game. But good opportunity for these players coming on to take a place now, Rory.
Absolutely. I'm sure Ryan Flood there, he was on a hat-trick and he got hooked straight away. But, his night's work is done. And just the ovation that he got there from the crowd, that was two fine strikes there. You go a long way to find as good a left foot as Ryan Flood has.
Yeah, still surprised, to be honest, that they didn't get on some more of them free kicks in the first half. But That's history now, as Harps are 5-0 up at home here. As McCallion just gets the play going here. Just going to give a quick shout out to Convoy Arsenal, girls team here early. They're under 10s, under 12s. We're here doing the fag blares tonight, and to Teresa Toner Doohan, who's doing a lot of work with them down in Convoy, as the other coaches, of course. And it was nice to see them here tonight before the game started.
Listen, it's brilliant to see the young local sides coming up here and be flag bearers again. Anne Kelly, you know, the work that Anne Kelly does as community officer for the club, you know, it's fantastic, and it's great to see the convoy youngsters up here on a bad night, but I'm sure they've enjoyed it. I just seen the young the Harps under 14s won the Galway Cup there as well, paraded their trophy at halftime as well. So fantastic work by their coaches down there during the week as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And as we approach the hour mark here at Fun Park, I was going to mention too the first game for the women's team here last week, the under-19s, who had a good draw against Dundalk, one each here at Fun Park, with young local girl Niamh Ryan getting the equaliser in the second half. And of course, the under-70s are supposed to be here tomorrow against Longford Town, so at 2 o'clock. So anybody in the locality wants to call in. And great to see the girls play football here at Fun Park. Right.
Listen, it was a fantastic occasion there last Sunday. I came in to watch it there. You know, I couldn't miss it. First time that the women's side playing in Finn Park, and what a game it was too. You know, Harps 1-1 with Dundalk, a very fancy Dundalk side as well. But I'll tell you, the Finn Harps girls, they were unlucky not to come away with the win. The draw was the least they deserved, and I was delighted for wee Niamh as well to get the equaliser. A girl who we both know very well, Paddy, from school up in Finn Valley College. So fantastic occasion. Credit to you, Paddy, and credit to your coaching staff as well for how well they played and how well they conducted themselves as well. Just a great bunch of girls. So hopefully it won't be the last time that we'll see that bunch of girls playing in Finn Park, and I know the under-17s tomorrow, so wish them well as well.
Yeah, so you've got Aaron McLaughlin with a good ball back to the box, and Ryan Rooney, he just come in with his weaker left foot. He kind of snatched at it. Good ball back there by young McLaughlin.
Yeah, it's great to see Aaron McLaughlin coming on now tonight. You know, he's got a good half hour stretching out ahead of him here tonight. I know Aaron has been doing very well down on trials with the Republic of Ireland under-19 side. I know the squad is going to be named for the under-19s very shortly, so we've high hopes for Aaron there. Playing further out on the right this time. I think he's more comfortable out on the right-hand side. I know that's where he got his goal against Treaty earlier in the season, but it'd be great to see him get a half an hour here.
Yeah, for sure. Good defending there. It's the number 6, Paulus, who's been solid in the centre of defence for Skerries tonight.
I'm sure the Skerries defence, you know, I'm sure they're glad to see Ryan Flood going off, you know, and thinking, thank God or whatever, but, you know, you get the lightning pace of Aaron McLaughlin now coming at you. It's a different proposition again. So,
yeah, good opportunity for young Aaron to make an impact here tonight with a good half an hour to go. So it's going to be a long throw from Tony McNamee, and that's just going to run the whole way out. He was looking for, was it Mackinson there?
yeah, just, you know, I always like to give a nice shout out as well to everybody who watches LOI TV, you know, to tune in every week to see Finn Harps play. It's just so heartening to hear of so many people in America and over in London and Scotland and all over tune in to watch us. Here's Aaron again.
Yeah, he looked to whip that one into the far post there. Good enough idea, but well defended by left back O'Carroll. Just going around the grounds here. 78 minutes going. Bohemians now are 5-0 up as well against Rockmount. Bray 0, Dundalk 0. Kerry 0, Drogheda 1. UCD in Galway has been called off at half time, and Galway leading that 1-2-0. So just shows you what the weather's like down the country. So look, this game's still going here at Fun Park. It's not too bad a night as that ball's pulled back, and Sean O'Donnell's going to a wee chance for a header, but it's well defended on this right side here by the substitute.
Yeah, well defended
Mullen,
there
yeah.
by the fullback. You know, Shawnee was he was winding up for that one, but great defending there by the Skerries defender.
Yeah, I think Kimmy just slotted on right back, and the sub Mullins just pulled on here to further forward in the right wing here, but he did well there to get back to clear the danger as Elsfair gets on this one. It pulls it back to Tony McNamee. That's a super ball back out to Fair, that's good play again by the sub. He's done well since he's come on. It's young Josh Mullen. And it's going to be Macketson's going to make way here now for Fun Harps. And number 24 is Sean O'Kane. And Kevin Porter's going to come on here as well.
And also number 13, Kevin Porter, the list number 26, Tony McNamee.
It's going to be Tony McNamee making way for Kevin Porter, who's
that just gives Dave a great opportunity, 5 goals up, and gives them a great opportunity to get some decent amount of minutes into some young players' legs here. It's good to see Sean O'Kane coming on in centre half. I know he got a few minutes earlier in the season away down in Galway, so no doubt it's a nice occasion for that young man stepping up from the academy. Great pace by Aaron.
There's a good dink back. Kevin Porter, and that's a chance from Hutchison there, just found himself in between the penalty spot and the edge of the 6. So it was a decent chance.
It was a decent chance. I think it might have been just behind him. He was trying to hook his foot around it, but maybe just a wee bit too far behind him. But great work down the right hand side there from Aaron.
So we're into the 67th minute here at Finn Park, and the home team comfortable now, 5-0 ahead. That's good play by Kevin Porter as O'Donnell tries to go around his man. Hutchison thinks one over the top. That's going to run out. So as the rain continues to fall here at Finn Park, Woodcock goes long, but it's just cut out by Hutchison, who's been immense in the middle of the field tonight. BJ Bandit almost got O'Donnell away, but Daniel Doherty keeps working hard in the middle of the field, but he's just lost possession again. It's BJ Bandit covering back this time, picks up the ball, and Harps will start again with Rory Kelly out to this right side. To High McCallion. And to Kevin Porter. Sean O'Kane.
I'm just looking at that back three there of Harps there now. Paddy, Sean O'Kane and Dahi McCallion and Ellis Farrar. I would say the average age is might be 19, maybe not.
Yeah, as Kevin Porter cuts inside. And Scott Ora goes to Aaron McLaughlin, feeds it forward to Kevin Porter. He's pulled it back, but he just finds that Young there. It's well blocked down by O'Kane. The ball's dinked forward. It's going to be tied up here at the back as Woodcock gives the shout. He'll take care of that. It's a good header by O'Kane. Hutchison will look to play it into BJ Bandit. A good night for BJ Bandit to up his fitness too, Rory, get a run out and maybe get a full game under his belt.
Oh, that's for sure. He came to us late in the season, and I would say he's still not 100% match fit, but he's certainly getting there.
Yeah, as Sean Donald is flagged offside.
Yeah, he just went a wee bit early there, Sean O'Donnell. Finn Harps stalwarts down the far side of the stand here, certain in fine voice tonight. The drum is going there. Fair play to them for coming out in good numbers on a bad night. So they've plenty of goals here to take away with them tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know there was a lot of frustration last week against Treaty, and they kind of played chances against Treaty, just didn't take them on the night, and Treaty took their chance. That can be a difference in football sometimes, but this is definitely probably what they need, just a wee break from the league, and look to go at it again next week when they host Longford Town here at Finn Park. And Ellsfair steps in, finds Ryan Rooney, and he's been Daniel Doherty again just a wee bit late, and the referee's going to have a word. A wee bit of frustration maybe creeping in now.
I just a little niggle there just after the ball had gone, but I think the refs done a fine job there tonight. Difficult night for both sets of players, and the game's been played in the right spirit, Paddy.
Yeah, Damien McGrath certainly ref this game very well. He's given it a few yellow cards, but I think he's done well with that as well, and he's controlled this game. So Dahi McCallion looks forward. It's certainly part of his game that's improved over the last number of weeks, driving into midfield, and just the commentator's curse, of course, as he's given that ball straight to the substitute.
Typical. But no, you're right, Paddy. Dahi has just come on so well this season, Kevin Porter on it here, looking to slip someone through, have a go himself. Corner for Harps.
Yeah, I think it was Paul's again out, just putting the foot on and blocking that shot from Kevin Porter, of course, just on as a sub and looking to make an impression as well as we enter into the last 20 minutes here at Fun Park. So it's young Aaron McLaughlin's going to go over to the far side to take this corner. BJ Bandit looking for the short. No, BJ's going to get on it. Yeah, he's going to whip it in here with his left foot. It's a good ball in. It's come to the edge of the box, and so we have a chance to break here for Skerries, but it's the sub Mullen is running into trouble, and Aaron McLaughlin again shows that wee bit of silky skill. That's just overplayed that to the back post. So very quick feet, Aaron, as we know, and the turn of pace as well.
Yeah, I just overhit that one. Lovely wee turn in the inside, got it onto his right foot. Took a look up, seen the man at the back post, but just overplayed it then. But it was a fine effort from him.
Yeah, Sean Donald have fouled Young in the middle of the field. Carl Young, he's been in the thick of the action tonight as well. Him and Doherty in the middle of the field. They've worked very hard for their team.
That's for sure. There'll be two of the more senior boys in the team as well, and I'm sure they'll be feeling it in the morning, because this is really, they haven't even played the first game of their season yet, but this is some introduction for them.
It's going to be a free in as Dahi McCallion. In fairness to McKenna, he's been very isolated up there tonight, but he's kept working hard, and when he has got the ball, he showed a good touch on the ball, good awareness, and won a free kick for his team there in a good position.
Yeah, he kind of made a back for Dahi there. Dahi was genuine challenging for the ball, and just McKenna made a back for him, and Dahi just gave away the foul. So dangerous enough area. We said earlier that Skerries need to make the most of these set pieces now.
Yeah, he's going to whip this one into the box. It's a good ball into the back post. It's a chance there's breaks here, but it's Doherty got under that just a wee bit, and that's into the night sky. It's going to be a goal kick for Fun Harps.
Yeah, it's just another example there. Harps, they've played very, very well tonight. They have not given Skerries any time in the ball at all. That ball breaking out there on the edge of the box, but Harps midfield right on top of him. He couldn't get time to control his shot and just skied it.
Yeah, so Sean O'Kane with a good ball up the wing to Aaron McLaughlin. Just back inside here to Kevin Porter, is it? Who thinks one forward, but just doesn't make it much of BJ Bandit. As a keeper, just not sure. As he just clears his lines, takes the safety option. Disappointing for Skerries Town coming up here, maybe thinking they could cause an upset. Rory, they've applied themselves very well. The early goal was a bit of a killer for them, and the second goal certainly dampened their spirits, no doubt. But they've kept going, and fair credit to them.
Oh, absolutely. There's no doubt about it. It's just, the difference in quality. They were on their attacks 3 times themselves, and then got picked off on the. I wouldn't say they were counter attacks, but really, whenever Skerries thought they were starting to get a wee bit of a foothold in the game, creating a chance, Harps just closed the door on them straight away. And it has been quite clinical from Harps tonight. That's five goals without reply, and really for the most part, they've kept the Skerries side at arm's length. So it's certainly gone according to plan for Dave Rogers and Darren Murphy and everyone on the coaching staff down there.
Yeah, for sure. As Kimmage looks inside to McKenna, he leaves it off to Mullen, but again it's just picked up by the Harps midfielders. Just winning possession back for their team as BJ Banda's strong here. Young's in hard on him again. And that's a terrible. The referee had to let that one go, but there's certainly no intention for the ball there as O'Donnell comes in from the far side, and the ref blows this time. But I think that was caused by the initial challenge there by Young on O'Donnell. He came in, Rory, he didn't really much attention to. It looks like he's going to reach for a card here for O'Donnell.
Yeah, listen, that just happened right underneath us here, Paddy, and I thought Shawnee was fouled in the first instance. He's certainly the Skerries man. Had his eyes on the man as he was coming in for the challenge rather than the ball, and he left a little bit on Shawnee. And typical Sean O'Donnell got up and wasn't going to take it lying down and straight into the next tackle, and he just picks up a yellow card for it. So Shawnee be feeling a little bit aggrieved there.
Yeah, I think I was just talking about the referee having a good game here tonight, but I think he definitely missed the original tackle where, there was definitely a shoulder, just watching the replay here, thrown at O'Donnell and just knocked him to the ground. And of course he got up, and it was Daniel O'Donnell felt the wrath of his tackle. Yeah,
but in fairness to the two lads, there's two hefty challenges there between the two same men, Sean O'Donnell and let me just see this free kick here. But the two lads, just watched them there off the ball, then just a nice wee fist pump each there as well. So there's some great spirit and fairness to them.
Yeah, so we're into the 77 minute here at Fun Park. It's Fun Harps 5, Skerries Town 0. So BJ Banda battling for possession, but Young Mullins done well to win the throw for his team. Down there. Yeah, so this is number 15 there, Matthew Flynn trying to get on it, but Aaron McLaughlin is a good ball forward to Porter, is it? And there's a chance there, but it's well defended there by I think it was number 5 there. Oshin Kimmage got in, just diverted out for a corner. Good covering by the centre half.
Yeah, good covering indeed, but fantastic play there from Aaron McLaughlin, middle of the park. He had to work hard to get the ball out from under his feet and away from the Skerries defender, but then it took no hesitation, just driving forward into the space, releasing the ball, following it up as well, and it was a dangerous moment for Harps. Very, very swift counter attack there.
It's going to be BJ Banda again with his left foot. It's going to whip this in. It's a good ball in. The ball's going to break here in the box. Oh, it's a good block in fairness, and it just falls into the hand of Woodcock. He's glad to see that just ricochet back into his hands as he just takes his time here to get his team up the pitch.
Yeah, Scott Wara trying to get on the end of that one again there. Home against Treaty last week. He had,
keeper's off his line.
Great effort.
He's gone for it. Porter, but it was just too much on it.
Great effort from Kevin there. Just waiting for the tannoy there to finish the message. But, Kevin, as soon as that ball dropped to Kevin, head up straight away, and it took no time in having a go. Just the wind caught it over the bar. But, it's great to see all these young Finn Harps men getting a run out here tonight. Getting a good 30 minutes under their belt. So they're certainly enjoying it out there.
It's a longer kick this time by Woodcock. It's picked up by O'Kane. Aaron McLaughlin looking to shrug off his man, but O'Carroll's done well. It's great pressure by McLaughlin. Has puts them under. But Paulus and Woodcock have done well to get out of that corner. It's a good header as they look to build up the play. Harps working hard off the ball, and they've won it back again. A chance for Aaron McLaughlin to get in here. He's dominated for BJ. And it's going to break here, but the keeper's going to get on it. Done well there, Woodcock, in fairness.
Well done by the Skerries keeper. He was out very, very quick there. Good play again by Harps. Lovely dummy by Aaron McLaughlin. Let it go. BJ Banda running onto it. A little bit of a heavy touch. Just took it too close to the Skerries keeper.
It's flicked on by the sub, number 15, Matthew Flynn, but straight through to Rory Kelly, who's had a quiet night overall tonight. So Sean O'Kane here switches the play to Dahi McCallion. It goes to Ellis Farr. So on this far side, Scott Wara. McLaughlin steps inside his man, gets it back again, looks to play it through. It's good combination play as BJ Banda gets out here to Porter. Just we think it's going to, no, it's well picked up by the sub Mullen. It's a good tackle by McKenna in fairness. So Donald breaks through here. He shows us, oh, it's a terrible challenge. It has to be a booking this time for Daniel Doherty. He's been walking the tightrope for a while, but I think that was a wee bit of retribution of the tackle for earlier from O'Donnell.
Well, there's certainly a bit of needle in there in the middle of the park. You know, if one of them Skerries men didn't get him, the other one was certainly going to get him. So, yeah, that'll be another man in the book there.
He's given to it's number 11, actually, Leonard, who gets the booking, but I thought Daniel Doherty came in there a bit more aggressively, but he definitely plays on the edge, and it will be Daniel Dorner comes off. Maybe the management have thought, get him out of there before he kills somebody. But he's been one of the better performers tonight for Skerries. It has to be said. He's certainly led from midfield and a tough competitor in there. And they'll certainly miss him here for the last 10 minutes.
I think that might have been a bit of a tactical substitution there because things were getting a wee bit spicy in there. But listen, fantastic game from Daniel Doherty. You can be very proud of his night's work. You know, very, very difficult for him in there tonight. You can see from the ovation that, you know, he's well appreciated by the Skerries fans.
Yeah, so he's going to be replaced by number 12, Shane Kelly. As Aaron McLaughlin had a half chance there. It was a great ball in by Ryan Rennie. As O'Carroll looked to clear his lines up the wing here to that sub. Sean Kelly is back to O'Carroll, who goes long, but Ryan Rennie's going to pick this up. Great touch in the middle of the field.
Yeah, it was a good free kick in there by Ryan Rennie. Floated lovely to the back post, and I was sure that Aaron McLaughlin was going to get on the end of it there. You know, he's had a great cameo since coming on. He's really given that Skerries defence something to think about here.
Good switch of play here to O'Donnell. It's picked up here by Kimmage, and it's at the hand of Sean O'Donnell. It's a free kick.
And just see Aaron McLaughlin is switching over more into the middle. I think, Paddy, you know, Aaron McLaughlin for me is more at home out on the right there. You know, he's a very dangerous prospect up the wing there. But you know, Dave likes to play him up through the middle at times as well. So I'm sure, obviously, he's got more than one string in his bow. Yeah,
no doubt. I've seen Aaron play plenty of times at underage level here at Finn Park, and obviously for Mulroy as well. I think when he gets out in the wing, he can use that pace even more. And as where he finds it maybe hard to get that ball in the middle there. As the ball's put up, a couple of big centre halves to deal with. There's a good run forward by Leonard, and it's out to the sub here on the far side. He's done well to cut across, but Kelly gathers it up. Decent enough play there by Matthew Flynn, the far side. I thought Leonard was going to strike one there with his left foot, but he's offloaded to the winger.
Yeah, great run across the box there by Leonard again. You know, he's still going. 83 minutes gone after such a hard night's work, and he's still going, still pressing, and it's a credit to them, really.
Yeah, and it was said earlier in the commentary, you know, this is Skerry Towns, and their league just starts this weekend, and definitely the pre-season behind them, but you need matches, and Fun Harps definitely looking sharper tonight, looking quicker. And as I said earlier on in the game, a lot more physicality in the Fun Harps team, and it's definitely helped them to control this match tonight as O'Donnell takes that ball on. And noticeably, a lot of the subs Fun Harps have brought on are maybe similar physicality to Skerries Town, and you can see Dave Rogers brought in some big men into this team in the second half of the season. This is a good ball into the box. There's a chance for the sub. Oh, Flynn was unlucky there. It was well defended. I think it was Sean O'Kane there, just did enough to put him off.
Yeah, listen, you have to say it was a great block there by Sean O'Kane. You know, in fairness, just got himself in the right place at the right time. You know, credit to Skerries. As I said, you know, they've come up here. Their heads haven't dropped all game, Paddy, you know, into the last 5 minutes on a really bad night for football. And, you know, they're 5-0 down, but they're still pushing. You know, they're giving their fans great value here tonight.
That's for sure. Despite the scoreline, they've worked really hard here tonight, and as we're on to the 85th minute, still shifting that unit right across the pitch here as they work off the ball. Well coached by Alan Swinney. and his coaching staff, no doubt about that. I'm sure they'll look forward to their season starting now, Rory, in earnest, and they can give that a real go and back to brass tacks. But definitely a good experience for them to get up here and get this game under their belt.
Oh, absolutely. You know, Skerries Town, I think they're in the same division as Kilbarrack, who Harps dispatched in the last round. You know, Kilbarrack won that league last year, and I think Skerries might have been in 4th place. You know, so no doubt they can compare notes on their games against Finn Harps this year.
As Leonard gets on it again, but there's Farrar, picks it up in the middle of the field. Can he find a blue jersey? He does. He goes back to McCallion. McCallion just weighing up his options. No hurry to move the ball. He goes the far side to Sean O'Kane, who's also enjoyed his cameo here in the last 30 minutes. Both in possession and out of possession, he's done well so far. As Ellis Farrar, who was a constant at the start of the season for Fun Harps, but restricted more to appearances off the bench these days, Rory. Still a good player, young player as well, we have to remember.
Absolutely, yeah. Ellis is on loan to us from Stockport County over in England, and you know, I thought he had a really, really good first half of the season, really. Then picked up a really bad hamstring injury, and you know, it's still the early stages of his recovery. You know, that's a few games now he's featured, so yeah, he had a really good game. He's at home in centre defence and out left here as well, so very versatile player, and it's great to see him back and a great option for Dave Rogers. Yeah,
for sure. It's Harps break here on the far side with Kevin Porter. Goes inside the BJ Banda, who just drops off to Aaron McLaughlin. He's done the simple pass very well. And it's well defended by O'Carroll, who's going to keep going here. And McLaughlin's showing a wee bit of strength. And Porter just must control that. Will the keeper keep it in? Yeah, he's done well. He's out of his nets. There's a bit of pressure from BJ Banda. He's out of his nets. Will he have a ping? No, he decided to just keep possession. It works to look for the corner, and he's got that. He's done well over there. Just for a wee second there, the keeper was out of his nets and scrambling back to his nets. But
yeah, I think it was just caught under his feet there. You know, he just couldn't get it out from under his feet quick enough. But yeah, the Skerries keeper gone on a bit of safari there out on the left-hand side. Another dangerous corner here for Harps. So BJ to swing it in again. They go short with it here.
Yeah, so Aaron McLaughlin, as he drops the shoulder, he's going to go back out here to High McCann. Whips it well into the box, and Hutchison, oh, it's well defended. It goes Paulus again, getting on the end of that to clear his lines as Rennie works the ball quickly. That was for Ryan Rennie. As Harps looked at build it up again, but some of their bigger men have stayed up. Good ball in to Ryan Rennie. He's stinked to this far side to Hutchinson and Kevin Porter. He looks to curl into the top corner, but BJ Bandit inside him. A couple other people holding their hands at this stage of the game. You can't blame him.
Not a bad effort from Kevin. Just got under it a little bit, leaning back, and just with you know, you need to be right over the top of the ball when the wind's behind your back like that. But yeah, you know, the Harps fans here can leave in good humour tonight. You know, it's always a potential banana skin in the cup whenever you're playing a non-league side. You know, the pressure is all on the home team, and you know, you have to say Harps have dealt with it very, very professionally, and a 5-0 win is a job done.
Aaron McLaughlin picks up of Scott Wara here at the halfway line. He's dinked one over top, but he's just overplayed that one a wee bit. Dundalk have got a late goal against Bray, it looks like, to win 1-0. Yeah, 86th minute. When Darren Horgan back with Dundalk gets the goal, Rory. And Bohemians 6, Rockmount 0. Kerry been beaten 1-0 by Drogheda. A very decent effort there from Kerry. As I said, that game between Galway and UCD was called off at half-time due to waterlogged pitch, with Galway 2-0 in the ascendancy. And still 5-0 here at Finn Park to Finn Harps against Skerries Town.
Yeah, I suppose it's safe to say, Harps can put themselves into the hat for the next round, and you're looking at potential opponents now in the quarter-final draw. Quarter-finals of the Cup, it's not to be sniffed at. Harps will be hoping for a nice draw. Another home draw would be great, of course. I think I think it's Tuesday, is it? The draw for the quarter-finals.
Yeah, so the forfeit here has just showed just only 2 minutes injury time here at Finn Park. It hasn't been too many stoppages, in fairness.
Oh, the game's been played in really, really good spirit. There's been plenty of, full-blooded tackles as well. But they were all in the spirit of the game. In a wet, slippy night, and there's nothing that you wouldn't expect. But both sides, great respect for each other, which is always great to see, really.
Yeah, absolutely. The ball switched to the far side here by Sean O'Kane, but it's well dealt with James Kimmage, but it picked up in midfield again. It's been a feature for Van Harps now, picked up that ball in the middle of the field and started another attack. As O'Donnell goes down his wing, but it's well tackled. Just a quick shout for the Boys Academies teams tomorrow. Tomorrow in the Curragh in Killigordon, it's Bohemians at 2 o'clock against Van Harps, and then on Sunday, under 19s play Derry City up in Ballyar, 12 o'clock that is, and then the under 15s are on Sunday up at Blanchardstown playing against St Patrick's Athletic at 2 o'clock. As O'Donnell breaks into the box and looks to square back to McLaughlin, who just can't get on the end of it, and ball's played out here of play. Just a quick shout out to Rory for the academies. This Sunday have their golf classic up in Ballybofane Snorris. So anybody looking to play in that or to even sponsor a tea or something can contact the club about that.
Yeah, there's still some places now. It's been a very, very well supported classic as well. That's credit to James and Aisling and John there and Kevin, who have been pushing it. Always a very well supported classic up in Ballybofane Snorris Golf Club. I might polish off the irons myself, Paddy, and enter aside. So yeah, we're looking forward to that on Sunday. Hopefully it's a better day than this. So yeah, any support at all will be well appreciated. So
my golf bags will be in the garage as I'm away in. The under 19s gears up in Dealer Waves this weekend, and as that the referee has blown the final whistle here. I suppose I started off chatting about Skerries early on, Rory, and we'll give them the plaudits again for getting this far in the Cup. Is a great achievement for any intermediate team, and that'll set them up nicely for the start of their season. This will be a good run out for them in Fun Park here tonight. They'll be disappointed, no doubt, with the score line, but they can take a lot from this game, how well set up, well organised, worked very hard off the ball, and they create a couple of wee half chances for themselves. And as you said earlier, Harps really turned those, had them on the counter attack and put the ball away and just showed up maybe that level just a wee bit higher, that it's all about scoring goals.
Yeah, that's it, and Harps were clinical tonight, thankfully. They got the goals at really good times on the counter-attack 3 times against Skerries. But I'm just looking at the Skerries team here, going over to their support now. Large contingent of Dublin supporters down there in the far side of the stand. A lot of them staying over in Jackson's Hotel there. But, the lads, they're not disappointed. They're not hanging their heads. They're very, very happy with their performance, and rightly so. Great occasion to get here into the last 16 of the Cup. It's not every year you would do it as an intermediate team, and they certainly have acquitted themselves very, very well. Yeah,
that's for sure. So best luck to Skerries Town as they start their own intermediate league season now, probably next weekend, and they'll definitely learn from this experience. As I see club captain Ryan Rooney going over and giving them a clap too, and saying well done, fair play to them. It's a great achievement for them to get this far. And Fun Harps will be happy to get this one, a potential banana skin, you said earlier, out of the way and into the next round of the Cup, and God knows who they'll get, and hopefully maybe a home draw against one of the Premier League teams that really test them out.
Well, we're down to the last 8 now, and there's a few very, very good sides still in this Cup, so Harps will be watching things. So if we get our name pulled out first and get a home draw, that's about all. That's the best we can hope for at the moment, because it's going to be a good side whoever we play now. But listen, yeah, fair play to the Skerries team and to the fans. They really, really look like they've enjoyed the occasion. They're walking past, and in fairness, the Finn Harps fans are giving them a great acclamation here as well. So safe journey home to all the Dublin supporters. I hope you enjoy your night up in Donegal, and no doubt there'll be great hospitality over there on Tommy Gallen's Jackson's Hotel. And safe home to everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. Safe journey home, whether it's tonight or a bit trickier getting down the road tomorrow, no doubt, of a night in town here. Just to reflect on the score again, it was a third minute when Hutchinson gave Harps the lead. Then it was a free kick from Ryan Flood in the 18th minute. Started the second half after Skerries created a good chance. It was Patrick Dixie very good on the end of one at the 47th minute to make it 3-0. And then it was substitute Sean O'Donnell was only on the pitch a matter of minutes when he stuck the ball away to make it 4-0. And then the scoring was wrapped up by Ryan Flood in the 58th minute when he cut inside and onto his trusty left foot to give the keeper no chance. So 5-0 here at Finn Park into the next round of the Cup for Finn Harps. And for myself, Paddy McDade, I want to thank Rory White here for co-commentary tonight, and once again to wish the Skerry Town best luck with their season coming ahead, and to wish them a safe journey home.